kids? My name is Turtle. This is Constant. Obi-Ron is behind the camera. How are you kids doing?
Aloha.
You still in Hawaii, yeah?
Yep.
Always a good time. Look at Bam Scalicious over here.
Always, man.
As long as he's got Bam Scalicious going, I'll be in Hawaii.
Anyway, we're talking about the NFL injury report. Week 2 happened. A lot of significant injuries happened, so we're going to go down the list. To kick things off, obviously, the big A-list injury, if you will. RG3, dislocated ankle. No timetable for when he's going to come back. You know, right now they're saying it's indefinitely, but RG3's prone to injury, so who knows?
That was an awkward fall.
Yeah, it was very awkward. Mark Ingram, hand. He's going to be out 4 to 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. You have AJ Green, his toe, having toe problems. Don't know when he's going to be back. Knowshon Moreno, dislocated elbow, 4 to 8 weeks. You have Jamaal Charles, high ankle sprain. There's no timetable for him. Same with Barry, his teammate. Tillman, probably the most tragic one, torn bicep, out for the season, possibly his whole career.
That was just heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. You could see him on the sideline with the tears coming down. Mm-hmm. My son, who's 11 years old, turns to me and says, "Dad, why is that guy crying?" And I'm like, that's because he knows he may not walk back on that field again as a player. That's too bad. That's too bad.
That's when that reality
really
sinks in, you're just like, oh, shit. And then who's the last one? It says MCL.
Matthews.
That's right. Matthews.
Ryan Matthews.
Looks like it says Mankiss. And I was like, who the f*** is Mankiss?
No, it's not a Mankiss.
Who is Mankiss?
It's Ryan Matthews, baby.
Ryan Mankiss.
Yeah, MCL.
Yeah.
That's
Bummer.
not good when your running back's got a knee problem.
It's not. So there's obviously a few other things, but these are the big significant injuries. So, Constant, who do you think is the one that's just like, oh,
It's a two-parter, man. It's a two-parter, but it's very important. One, I feel like AJ Green's injury is very important. It's a toe. It's undetermined how long he's going to be out. But the Bengals are clicking.
Yeah.
And they finished the game without him, whatever. They did fine. But, next week they have the Titans, which the Titans are okay.
they'll put up a fight.
So if he's out next week, I think they could limp through. But I'm really worried about that. I'm really worried about that as a Bengal supporter. The other one, Moreno.
Mm-hmm.
Moreno. I had the Dolphins winning this week, which they didn't. But I also said the Dolphins showed to me when they beat the New England Patriots that they were for real. It wasn't a kind of a fluky thing. Congrats to the Bills, but with no Knowshon, like
no show.
That could be a problem because that limits the threat of the Dolphins. That takes away one of their threats.
A big weapon that they have.
So that to me is a big problem for the season because 4 to 8 weeks, if they lose some of those games, we're going to get into the to their division, to their conference and stuff, and like it's going to be a problem.
It is. Obi-Ron, what's your take?
It's a no-brainer for me. I'd say Ryan Matthews off that San Diego Chargers team. That's a massive weapon that's gone. I mean, here's a guy who's getting 15 to 20 touches running a game, averaging 4+ yards, whatever. I mean, the guy's had over 1,000 yards in 2 of his last 3 seasons on a San Diego Chargers team that was already going to be good and trying to be in the hunt.
Yeah.
And that's with everything firing. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big impact on that team.
I have to agree with Constant. I think Knowshon Moreno is the injury. I mean, obviously Tillman, it's rough, man, and it's an injury he's had before, and that's why it's more impactful that it could be career-ending. But not having that big of a weapon, Knowshon Moreno played on the Broncos, which is my favorite team, so I know what he can do. And I know any team he's going to play for, he's going to put in that heart and soul. And for that big of a weapon to be taken off, especially for a team that could be for real this season, but having that loss of a weapon, that's high impact.
Yeah.
Those are our takes on the injury report that happened this week. There's a long season ahead of us. Some of these guys are coming back. Some of them will be out for a while.
Well, yeah.
So definitely let us know how this has impacted you. 1, as a fan of the sport. 2, if you guys are fantasy football players, definitely, I'm sure this really with a lot of
Huge
people.
impact on football.
All the people
fantasy.
out there like Moreno left the Broncos. He's going to be energized and jazzed. Well, he's out 48 weeks, so that really.
On the other side of this, though, coming back from injury, how about on the Bears? I'm looking at Constant. That's why I'm looking at Constant. How about Marshall, man?
Yeah.
Did you see that catch?
One-handed catch was pretty.
Dude, he played a great game coming back. Come on. You got a little bit.
No, man. No.
Props when props is due.
Listen. I'm not
Man.
I'm not a little bit, because to me the Bears are underperforming.
No. There you go.
They're they're underperforming though.
No, I'm not disagreeing, man, but individual effort.
He's
Coming back off injury.
Antonio Gates catches better than that. He's only playing with a sprained ankle. Jordan played with the flu and put up a lot of points.
All right.
I think he should have did that. And now, had he made the catch that, like I said, Antonio Gates made, like that to me was way
right.
more. I've made this catch before, and I'm not good.
All right.
If that makes sense. When you're
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. Hit us up on all of our social media, Twitter, Instagram. We also have a podcast where we talk about things at great length. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, both to the podcast and this channel. This is the past, kids. Don't get injured. You don't want to be breaking toes and shit. It's bad news. Bad news bears.
That's right. I got sent the Bamskalicious mango.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm about to try that out. Brothers like mango, boy.
Mango's delicious.
Mango
man.
is good.
So good.